I'm Jason Whitlock.
I see you, Jason.
Whitlock.
All right, welcome back. Whitlock and Wiley, joined now by longtime NBA player Cuttino Mobley. Let's move to Lonzo Ball, whose roller coaster of a second season just hit a new low. This weekend, a report surfaced that the Lakers point guard cut ties with one of the co-founders of the Big Baller brand after Ball's financial advisors discovered that $1.5 million in cash went missing from the company's accounts. After the report surfaced, Lonzo took to Instagram writing, well, moving on to bigger and better, #MyOwnMan. Today, ESPN's Ramona Shelburne reported that the Ball family is thinking about folding the company altogether. This is inevitable. You can't, I'm not remotely shocked or surprised. I think there was a lot more bluster and hype to the Big Baller brand than actual business plan and vision of, this is a classic case, and I've done it most of my life. I've bitten off more than I can chew. And LaVar bit off more than he could chew here, and they're choking on it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, man, Business 101, maybe the first day of class, they'll tell you, most businesses fail. Remember that. If you look at this situation, I don't think they're dead. I don't think it was inevitable. I just say this. There's a nail in the coffin and there's a hammer in the air, and they're trying to connect, but he's going to have to change the model. Simple as that. Don't be celebrity driven. Big Baller brand doesn't need his son necessarily. You're going to have to be a more effective, efficient model, and maybe you have to go under the radar and just put out great products, service to people. A lot of complaints out there. But if you look at it in totality, this is a situation that came from a great spirit, maybe not the greatest business acumen, maybe not the greatest fulfillment, but something that was trying to disrupt. And so the intentions were great, but I didn't think it was inevitable. I thought they were on to something. There's certainly still a void in the marketplace. Why did it get so much attention? Why did even Nike and Adidas take some interest in this? Because they know there's a hole in the marketplace, a void that they were trying to fill. Maybe the next company will learn from them and do the same.
Well, you think, Li-Ning, right? Dwayne Wade's company.
Oh, yeah.
There's, Under Armour started back when I first started in the league.
Exactly, same here.
And then the multi-billion-dollar company. I just think, for me, one is you were in a good place when you thought about this whole brand. I understand that, owning your own company, right? LaVar Ball. But the way he went about it, and to hire someone, not doing background checks on that person, I think
They may have done a background check. He didn't care.
Well, probably, you're right, probably so. He stressed himself too thin, right? You got the son over here, you take this son out of college, you do this, you do that. You're not worried about your money. Your money, to even get Big Baller brand, it has to come from something. I just can't make something up. So you used your kid, you used Ball, the brothers, the boys, Chino Hills. You used all that. And it's kind of like you put things in so many different places that you forgot about it. The most important thing. And then that's like taking care of the brand of your boys, right? Like Lonzo is like left alone, basically. While all this is happening, you over here with your one son in prep school and the other guy. It's like you're doing so much. You need to concentrate on one thing, finish it out, and then move to the next. And he stretched himself too thin for me. And now you got this guy, Alan Foster, who basically is a thief.
But it's interesting, you're looking at it through a business lens, and you're right. You should have fulfilled whatever Lonzo needed, even at the pro level, if this is really your star of your brand. Right. But it's crazy, he was facing criticism, LaVar Ball, when he was leaving college. Will he leave him alone? Will he allow Lonzo to succeed and fail independent of Big Baller brand or his father's leaning over him? And it's crazy, he allowed that, and he did that, and that's actually undermined.
I don't like the logo. And the shoes cost too much. Are we
serious?
Cost
too much. They cost too much. And I bought all of them, and they cost too much.
I'm just going to use LaVar's own words. And I don't mean this with any malicious intent. But he came on this network and told someone to stay in their lane. And he didn't even take his own advice.
Right.
Because, again, there's nothing about LaVar Ball that screams, I should be the CEO of a company that's going to disrupt Nike and Adidas.
Right.
Have realistic dreams, aspirations, and goals. You can't, there's no shortcuts to the top of the mountain.
You got to stay on the radar.
Make some reasonable goals. And again, your reasonable goals, like, I got a 19-year-old son going into the NBA. Just let him conquer that.
Yes.
There are a lot of 19-year-olds that fail in the NBA.
Right.
Before we start, and he's gonna be the face of a brand that takes on Nike and Adidas and everybody else.
Right.
It's all unrealistic.
You're so right.
And for me, I could just see it coming again. It's start out small and build to something big. Real bad boys move in silence. And there's never been anything silent about LaVar.
You know what's crazy? Investors will always tell you one of the questions they ask someone or something that they're investing is, and they will say, will you die if this fails? Will you be hurt? Will you be life-changing and altering if this fails? He was never in that position. So you got to think about it, business to business model. They were looking at this like, this is not going to work. But I'm going to read you something that, this is what it is in short, the narrative. Such an innovative, disruptive concept to be applauded and supported. Yet the narrative of Big B, Triple B will be that the hands of the naysayers and the black male stereotypes have come to life again. That's where I don't want it to land. This was smart. He didn't go about it the right way, and I think that's where the intelligence is lost, in your team concept and in your execution. But in terms of what he was thinking to do, someone's coming to do exactly what he did, but do it better.
And that's just funny because I wrote that same thing about hiring another black brother to be able to help do X, Y, and Z and have black excellence or whatever it is that you strive for, which that I'm thinking Alan Foster. But then now the guy goes and he takes 1.5.
But I don't see anything, LaVar's failures or success, the way he's conducted. I don't see it saying anything about black people or black men.
You don't think so?
No.
I think a lot of the attention that was negative towards him was like, oh, this brother's coming out and he's being loud, the boisterous, the behavior was embodying. Well, it is him, but he was representing to a lot of the naysayers.
Right? No matter what we know, what they see.
But they say.
The eye test is, oh, he's black. Oh, he's a black father. He's boisterous. He's loud. He's rambunctious. He's this. They're doing that.
And he hired a homie.
And he hired a homie.
There's 400 black guys in the NBA. I can only think of one LaVar Ball. There's 1,300 black dudes in the NFL. I don't know any LaVar Balls.
We're talking about starting companies too.
I know, but I just don't. He seems like such an outlier that I just don't see the connection. He's so different. LaVar Ball is just off in his own little space to me.
I hope that that's where it lands. It's just another failed company versus, he did it, brother did it.
Yeah, it's a million companies that fail.
Yeah.
Is this potentially the end of the LaVar Ball phenomenon?
I hope so. So Lonzo Ball, because I love Lonzo Ball.
Yep.
I love his skill set. He's one of my favorites. And he hasn't got the he hasn't got the chance yet to show everyone how good he really is because his father is a bigger star than him or wants to be a bigger star than him. It's like, I want to promote my son, but look at me. I'm doing this, but look at me. I love my son so much, buy my brand. Like, it's just like, I don't enjoy that part. I understand your intentions, or at least I hope I want to understand that your intentions are good. But the way you're doing them, to me, it's not genuine because it's a hidden agenda behind it. Do you know what I mean? To me.
Well, for me, I have to separate the signal from the noise. The greatest promotional tool Lonzo had was just going out there and balling. He didn't do that. So regardless of how your dad takes your balling and then translates that for the world and how we interpret it, just ball. Like that's been your father your entire life.
So hard.
Why is it so hard? You've been doing it your whole life?
But Marcellus, hold on. The Lakers, according to the reports here recently, are questioning the health of his ankles and knees because of the shoes he's wearing.
Questioning, right?
Yeah, they
like there's no ankle injuries with Nike.
Hey,
just saw Nike just blow out.
Did you guys get it? The janitor sneakers?
I have every one of them.
You got them?
And I don't play basketball at a high level, but they feel good walking around.
You walk around in them?
I can walk around.
Your knees and back don't hurt?
No, not at all. No. So I'm not going near. But look, every shoe blows out. Every shoe,
Nike just had a shoe blowout on Lonzo.
Yeah, so I don't
300 pounds.
And another thing that the $1.5 million that you lost. Oh, here we go. Athlete after athlete is getting taken for their money. Smart athlete, dumb athlete. You can look at Bernie Madoff and what occurred on that list of people he got. Smart people. Like, let's just be careful of where we land on.
And I think that's what I said too. I did 5 different the frauds of 2018. Elizabeth Holmes, right? Elizabeth Holmes. She was supposed to be the next Steve Jobs. Fraud. Right, billions of dollars, fraud, lost $1 billion. Then you have there's a bank CEO, $234 billion, money launderer. That happens. We understand all that, but I'm talking about LaVar Ball and what he has done. I'm happy for Lonzo. He has a son now. He can be his own man.
Yeah, I love that.
And then like stay out of his way. Let that man grow now by himself. You did enough. Let it go.
Yeah.
Let him do him.
I go back to what I've said from the beginning of this. You raise a child, in my view, so that when they leave the nest, they can take care of themselves.
There you go.
There's no greater comfort for a parent when they can go to sleep and go, my kids got
Yeah,
He's good.
They're good.
Yes.
They're good.
I've done my job.
Yes.
And that's where I didn't see. And look, 19 is a very young age for a kid to be pushed out of the nest. But he's joining the NBA. And that's almost like joining the military. It's like, you got to be your own man when you make those kind of choices. You chose to play basketball.
Kobe did it.
Yeah,
with his parents.
He did with his parents.
He actually pushed them like, I'm cool. Listen, I don't want to hear nothing else, Mom. Me and Vanessa, like, I'm cool. Let me do me. But Kobe was on another level, too. It's just like, it's like the ball boys. They're like mutes. No one speaks. Dad speaks all the time. You can't play. I don't care what you say you used to do.
I don't know. Melo does speak, but Melo hears it back, too.
Yeah, right?
Melo go at it.
Coming up.
You need to censor him.
LeBron can't wait for this year to be over, but you won't believe who people are saying should be his coach next year. We get into that.